Hey guys, how's it going? So it's Monday evening, and I thought I would do a little review on a rather quirky find I discovered on the interwebs. So I was looking for some cheap orcs to proxy for my Lord of the Rings orc force. And I wanted to get GW ones really badly, but I'm not overly keen on a lot of the poses. So I thought I'd have a look around for someone else. And lo and behold, while I was on my endeavours to find someone, I came across these. And this is Dark Alliance Orcs, and this is set 2. They're 1/72 scale. You get 50 figures in this box, and they have 10 poses. And what you'll notice first, and probably most importantly, is how much of a rip-off this art is when it comes to Lord of the Rings. This orc and this orc are both in Two Towers. They look exactly the same. Even the colour of the skin, this sort of bluish tinge, is what they've got in Lord of the Rings. I must apologise, just quick to say, if I sound a bit weird, like I keep sort of stopping and pausing, or coughing, or clearing my throat, because I've got a cold. I know, boohoo, sympathy for me. But back to what I was saying, yeah. So, yeah, this chap here, of course, is the guy who's blowing the horn when the Easterlings are approaching the Black Gate, which, funnily enough, is right here. And there's even one of the trolls and the Beastmaster, whipping it, getting it to open it. And this chap here is the one who wants to eat Merry and Pippin outside Fangorn Forest. The one who's like, yeah, why don't we eat their legs? You know, that one. That was not too bad. It was all right. It was getting there. And so, yeah, so that is it. And you'll also notice that the actual sort of insignia they've got, or the logo, is the Palantir. Sauron's Palantir, which I'm not actually entirely... I'm pretty sure, sorry, I should say, that's actually a still taken from the film and then sort of, I don't know, either squashed or blown up to fit in there, because it doesn't look... The quality doesn't look very clear. It looks a little bit smudgy and blurry. So what have we got? Yeah, so we get, like I say, we got 10 poses. So you get a trumpeter, a guy here doing whatever that is, a chap here with sort of like a nasty looking machete style crude blade, guy about to fire arrow, this guy doing this guy sort of yelling in triumph, this chap with a club about to smack someone up, this guy with a meat cleaver about to stab someone up, this chap who's just fired off an arrow, and my favourite one, orc face palming, which is always what you want. He's the guy that's just realised where he is and who he works for, and that his colleagues are all a bunch of lunatics. So I love that. Well done, Dark Alliance. Well done, Dark Alliance, from the Ukraine. That's right, these are all the way from the Ukraine. Yeah, well done them for having a sense of humour and doing that. So, the box itself isn't brilliant quality. It's quite cheap. It's very thin. I'm amazed that when I got these, none are broke. If you look inside, there is really not a lot to it. It is just a box. And this box has been kept in a very safe, secure place for the last 2 years since I got this. And this is actually how it came. Slightly creased, because I don't think this flap properly fits down, and sort of, it looks like this box has been kept in a warehouse for a while, perhaps, before I made my order, but who knows. Anyway, that's the box, but that's not what you want to see. You want to see these. So this is a bag that's empty. There were things inside this bag, but there aren't any more, so we don't need that. But what we do want is these, and these are inside that bag. In fact, all of these are inside that bag, but we don't want these. Right, all the sprues, if you can call it a sprue, are identical. They're all identical to the point that every single orc is in exactly the same position. Of course it would be. that's how they're molded. You can actually see. No, actually, you can't. I wonder if it's just. Yeah, imagine it's just like. It is literally just this. They're not even. It's not even like there's a line of them. It's just literally this one. They've probably just got duplicates of it, and they all just make the stuffs happen. Anyway, excuse that in-depth analysis of the model producing thing. English language failing me quickly. Help. So what have we got? So. These are the orcs. As you can see, the quality of the plastic is quite good. The quality of my camera is naff. Look, how does, look, turn it sideways, isn't it? Oh, wait, no, it doesn't focus. Don't worry, I'm wrong still. Come on. As you can see, my temper is slightly frayed because I don't feel well. Diddums. Anyway, so here we go. So, the quality of the plastic is slightly soft. It reminds me slightly of when you go to like a Poundland or Woolworths and buy like a bucket of like cowboys and Indians, or, you know, cheap army soldiers, you know, and like they'd always have like the rifles and the bows and arrows would always be a little bit sort of soft like this, you know, you could bend them a bit, or, you know, or like they just snap off. I don't know if these will snap. They are very bendy. I'm not going to try and bend it anymore, but I think they may just literally bend all the way around, which is double-edged sword, really. It's good that the model won't break, but I'm slightly concerned that I'm going to get a wonky weapon. And no one wants a wonky weapon, do they, at the end of the day? You're not going to impress anyone with that. Anyway. Innuendo. Innuendo. Enough. Right, God, Jesus, what's happened to me? I haven't even been drinking. So, yeah, that's the models. That is the quality of them. The quality of the actual plastic, sorry. As for the sculpts, they're very nice. Despite the fact they're like 1/72 scale, which means they are quite... The actual... the scaling of the model will make it a bit dinkier than Games Workshop's equivalent. Yeah, even though they're smaller, the detail's still there. You know, they don't look any the worse for being smaller. I would say if you're painting them up, which I plan to, very thin layers of paint. Be careful. You don't want to get... I can easily see how a drop of something a little bit too thick would just hide any detail, especially the chainmail. The chainmail and the armour on these, I am not looking forward to trying to paint. Hopefully the wash will be my ally in this undertaking and bring out all that detail that may get swallowed up. So yeah, guys, that's sort of it, really. It's a very, very basic review because it's quite a basic pack. However, they're very cheap. Absurdly cheap, offensively cheap almost. You don't get any bases in the box, so you are going to have to buy some bases, or you could just make some if that's what you want to do. But yeah, the box is very cheap. I think actually I got 2 boxes, so that's 100 orcs for around £7.50. £7.50 for 100 orcs, which is kind of ludicrous, really, because that's my entire force done. Basically, it's just heroes and some elite units I want to get. But yeah, that is that's it. You know, it's done, and that's fantastic. Now, Dark Alliance do such a child. They do Dark Alliance, which I think I've already said, but they also do Light Alliance, and Light Alliance is elves, men, armies of the dead, and dwarves. And again, the box art is just the elf one, especially, is the elves at the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring at the Battle of the Last Alliance. One of them actually looks like Hugo Weaving, who plays Elrond. I'm like, what? I mean, you know, just these people don't care. You know, seriously, I'm you know, this is what happens when your country gets invaded by Russia. Copyright law just goes out the window. So, well, I don't even know what that was about. So yeah, so it is the entire set these guys do. Dark Alliance and Light Alliance are meant to be proxies for Lord of the Rings, not necessarily the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game which GW released, but they're intended to be. Oh, excuse me. They're intended to be those models for that. You know, they are meant to be, or the elves from Lord of the Rings, the orcs from Lord of the Rings, etc. For Dark Alliance, they do orcs, of course. They do half orcs, who are Urukai, and they do. Actually, no, they just do those two, but they do a number of sets. Orcs have 3 sets. Urukai have about 4, and that is swordsman with a couple crossbows, pikes with a couple crossbows in there, wargs, and siege equipment, which is very cool. And then with the orcs, it's all basically the same thing. So 1, 2, and 3 are just different kinds of orc design. And though I think set 1 has one with like a standard, one orc's carrying like a standard. Of course, the set I got, set 2, has like the trumpeter, and then set 3 has a bonus model in it, I believe, which is a female orc. And it's kind of a cartoonish, sort of caricaturish, sort of buxom wench style one. So yeah, I mean, it's just again, I think the guys who made this had a lot of fun doing it, and I hold nothing against them for using some of the artwork from Lord of the Rings. I mean, it is their own artwork. They have put it together, and clearly they've redrawn it because the quality is not to the same standard as you would expect from Games Workshop or the guys who did the artwork for Lord of the Rings. Alan Lee and John Howe, I believe their names are. So yeah, like I said, I just don't hold anything against these guys who made, you know, Dark Alliance and Light Alliance for using some of the Lord of the Rings stuff, because like I say, you know, it's been now like what, it's like 17 years since Lord of the Rings first came out. You know, I don't really think that I think only really diehard fans of the game are going to be still really sticking to it and collecting it. And if there's a company out there that's going to offer a cheaper alternative to pick up some orcs, well, rock on, in my opinion, go for it. Because they're really good. They are genuinely worthwhile getting. Hunt online, you will have to do a little bit of hunting. They're not the easiest thing to find, but you will eventually find a retailer online who sells them. Even if it is eBay, I would recommend cross-referencing a number of sites to make sure the set you're getting is the set you want to get, if that makes sense, because the designs do vary with regard to set. So make sure that you use Google, eBay, perhaps a couple of independent review sites, just to make sure that you're getting the exact kit you want, because it can be a bit of a hunt to work out, because they had different editions of the models released, and so there was at one point 2 versions of set 1, if that makes sense, which was just like, what? Online you're going, oh, this is the old Mark 1 set 1 models, and this is now the new version. So yeah, complete, you know, head spin. But there you have it, guys. That is it. That's my review. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support you've been giving me in the comments, all that sort of stuff. It's been grand. I'm going to try and get another video out maybe during the week, and then of course the one that's regular on Friday. Another thing though that's worth announcing is that I recently contacted Elstonation'ss and asked if I could appear on his live chat that he hosts, and he said yes, and very kindly invited me on the show, so that should be awesome. So hopefully I can do that, you know, barring any sort of major catastrophe or something like that getting in the way. So yeah, so you guys may catch me on there if you also watch Elstonation'ss. I'm going to put a link to his stuff in my description box, because his stuff's awesome. I mean, just what he does, the painting he does is phenomenal. Likewise, also the people who he's associated with, who you can find in the channel he likes, again, their stuff is, you know, beyond brilliant. So it's worthwhile checking these people out, because they're the ones who just, you know, are light years ahead of sort of, you know, the rest of us, you know, in as far as, you know, quality codes. These are like, some of these guys are like Golden Demon winners. So if you're looking to pick up some tips, they're the guys to go to. But yeah, guys, that's kind of it. I shall catch you, like I say, on whenever. Hopefully this cold will have gone. You know, I'll have made it through, like the soldier that I am. I like today. I was like to my wife, I was like, oh, I don't feel good, babe. I feel really bad. Oh, I feel just really horrible. And she's just like, oh dear, that's a shame. Now get up. I was like, oh, okay then. Cheers, that's love. She's like, come here, sit down. There's a list of things you have to do today. I was like, okay, dear, I will do. And then didn't do them, which in hindsight was worse than trying to do those things with a cold, I imagine. So that's one for the books. You know, don't not do what you've been asked to do by your wife, because it is a fate worse than death when she finds out you've not done it. So there you have it, guys. Take it easy. Peace. You know, carry on hobbying. Take it easy. Have fun. Be safe. And I will catch you next time on the Scrumpy Kiwi. Oh, and if you guys have any questions, suggestions, blah 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 blah, you know what I'm gonna say, then please feel free to pop it in the comment section. Take it easy, guys. Catch you later. Bye bye.